Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And tonight, we'll see the Raptors as they go up against Montreal. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Here are the starters for Montreal. Wade out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's McDaniel. And it's Shireman in at the three, the small forward. And for the Raptors, Brown is in the shooting guard spot with Barrett at small forward. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. And it's quickly in at the point. The Raptors off the tip. Pass to Brown. Lays it up and banks it in.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Here's Shireman. Shoots over Brown. Shireman, good.
Great execution. Could not have asked for a better shot.
It's Brown on the wing. And finished off by Brown.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
Here's Wade. He hits it from 9.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Down low. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Montreal.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now, here's Barrett, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total shape. Good luck trying to stop him now. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
The shot's good from quickly.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder. Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now, here's quickly. And there's the pass to Brown. It's Barrett on the wing.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. At the 2 and 3, it's Brown and Barrett. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. And it's Quickly in at the point. And for Montreal, they've got Bam Adebayo, and it's Thybulle in at the shooting guard. And so off the tip, it's the Raptors. Now Barnes. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist from Barnes.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Here's McDaniel. Five on the clock. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. Here's Quickly. McDaniel pulls it in.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Barrett. Montreal getting their last shot to go. Brown, no good. Here's McDaniel. Right wing. Here's Wade, guarded by Quickly. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Barrett passes to Brown. Rebound Montreal. Here's Wade. Soft touch off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
It's Brown on the wing. And he drops it in from the low post.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
And it's Montreal's ball. Pass to McDaniel. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
You know, he's 6'9". Brent, would you call Bam Adebayo a small ball center?
If you were standing in front of him, B.A., would you do that? I don't know if I want to do that. I want to ask Bam what he wants to be called. Whether it's center or forward, it doesn't really much matter. This guy can play both ends of the floor and can dominate a game. He's got great strength, great length, and continues to grow his game.
Pass to Shireman. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. Wade's got 7 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And Toronto calls time here. Toronto trails by 7. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
That's to Dick. Takes the 3. Rebound Montreal. Adebayo in the post. Guarded by Dick. Adebayo. That's good.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Montreal leading by 9. To the middle. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Davion Mitchell. First personal foul.
Montreal shooting their first free throw this game.
At the line for Montreal, Xavier McDaniel. One shot.
One shot.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Abaji. And again, Toronto, no good. And it's Montreal's ball. And the basket by Shireman. Shireman's got his second basket.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there. Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Here's McDaniel. Pass to Shireman. Here's Wade. Check by Mitchell. Fader on the way. Mitchell grabs a miss.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Boucher. No made baskets yet. Jacks up a 3. Adebayo grabs the board. And it's Montreal's ball. They're on an 18-5 run. Pass to Wade. Back to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and a big throwdown.
Adebayo with the rejection. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell.
Substitution for Toronto. Bruno Fernando. Jacoby Walter. Garrett Temple.
From deep three-point land. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Montreal in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from Montreal?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Montreal leading by 13. So for Toronto right now, Barnes is out there with Bruno Fernando. Then it's Walter. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Temple in at the 2. Now here's Adebayo. Here's Wade. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo. Wade's got 10 points in the game.
And Bam dropping another dime. Never shy about sharing the ball.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game. Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Now here's Quickly. No points yet. Here's Walter. McDaniel pulls it in. McDaniel's got his 4th rebound in this one. And finished off by Adebayo.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And Toronto calls time here.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Inside, here's Brown to stop the run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team
Toronto
foul.
shooting their first free throws of this
At
game.
the line for the Raptors, Bruce Brown. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Brown. Good on both. Here's Wade. He's got 10 to the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Now you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
And Brown, the bucket on the assist by Barrett.
Assisted.
Brown's got 8.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And a homecoming of sorts for R.J. Barrett last season after being traded to his hometown Raptors.
Yeah, he's played well in Toronto. You wonder if the offseason helps him settle into where it is that he knows he's going to start this year. I really like his three-point shooting. That has been much improved in that Raptor uniform.
Now here's Barnes. He's scoreless. For 3, Barrett. Adebayo grabs the board. Montreal leading by 18. Pass to Wade. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo. Adebayo's got 3 assists in the game.
The offense just opens up if your playmaker comes from that 4 or 5 spot, and Bam does such a great job of it.
Now here's Brown. Give him 8 points now. On the wing quickly. Knocks it down from distance. Quickly's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Shireman. Here's McDaniel. He's guarded by Barnes. Chalk up 2 there.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Brown, and the jam by Brown.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first half. Wade. And finished off by Adebayo.
And Adebayo's game continues to grow. He's on fire right now.
Brown drives in, and the jam by Brown.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Adebayo in the post. He's working on Pirtle. Adebayo, that's good.
Big-time scoring explosion in this one from Bam. Didn't think he would have this kind of offensive impact.
Knocked away. In transition, here they come. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And Toronto calls time here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Olenek's checked in for Pirtle. Abaji comes in for Scotty Barnes. Dick, he's checked in for Barrett. And Mitchell subbed in for Quickly. Now here's Brown. 12 points for him.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
Montreal leading by 19. Wade to pass to McDaniel. .46 seconds left in the second period. Clock at 6. Here's Wade. Checked by Mitchell. Second chance shot. And that one's good. McDaniel's got 9.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Dick to pass to Brown. Another miss by Brown.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
Wade. Yes. And it's Adebayo picking up the assist. 14 points for him.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Bam Adebayo has been leading the charge for Montreal. And this has to be his best scoring game of the season. And he's not done yet. Back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Bam Adebayo.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
And as As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. We've got Matisse Thybulle, and it's McDaniel in at the 4. Here's Wade. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
One shot. One shot.
Here's Toronto with the ball. Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. At the 2 and 3, it's Brown and Barrett. And it's Quickly in at the point guard position. Brent, we've seen Quickly step up as a team leader since he came into the league.
Well, he's had tremendous confidence in what it is that he brings to a basketball team from the very beginning. It's taken him a little bit of time to gain that in the NBA setting, but he is now asserting himself as a floor general.
4 on the clock. Here's McDaniel. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Pass to Barrett. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And Barrett will give you these kind of flashes. He got it up that time.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. McDaniel, pass to Adebayo, and finished off by Adebayo.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And Toronto calls time here. And during the first few seasons of Immanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward.
Checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Brown. Quickly passes to Barrett. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And it's in there.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Here's Wade. He's got 17. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Walter can't get it to go. Walters has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. McDaniel pass to Wade. On the take. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Wade's got 21 points in the game.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Walter, good. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to McDaniel. Blocked. Here's Walter. Here's Fernando. Down low. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Like how selfless Quickly was on that play, just creating team offense.
Thibault, that's good.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And so here is Toronto. Montreal getting their last shot to go. Here's Wade, guarded by Barrett. On the wing, Wade. 21 points in the game. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
The ball goes to Toronto. Substitution on the court.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. On the wing, Grady Dick. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Wade. Wade's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's McDaniel, guarded by Dick, and the basket is good. McDaniel's got 11.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's McDaniel, covered by Boucher. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Shireman on the wing. Wade sends it home from three-point land. Wade's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here's Dick. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Here's Wade. Checked by Mitchell. Wade, that's good. Wade's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Up again. And so it's Montreal firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Bam Adebayo, and it's McDaniel in at power forward. Here's Wade. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Toronto. Down low. Here's Temple. Pass to Abaji. Three-pointer. And again, Toronto, no good. Here's Adebayo. Good. Adebayo's got 20 points.
And maybe that's why he's nicknamed Bam. Taking contact, bam, bam.
To the inside. And that one's good. Temple.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Adebayo, that's good. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's got to score around the basket. That's where Bam Adebayo does most of his damage, in traffic.
Here's Temple. Outside Mitchell to the middle. And that one's good. Temple.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
To the wing on the left. Here's Wade. Checked by Mitchell. Puts it up from 15. Wade, that's good. Wade's got 30.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Temple. Rebound Montreal. Wade's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to McDaniel. To the left side wing. Here's Wade. And he lobs it up top. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Walter. He tries for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Shireman. On the wing, Wade. 6 to shoot. And he gets the bucket. Wade's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
Well, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Now here's Thibault. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
The ball goes to Toronto. Into the lineup for the Raptors, Kelly Olynyk, Chris Boucher, Grady Dick.
Here's Toronto with the ball. Here's Temple. Oh, deflected. The shot by Olynyk, no good. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Raptors ball.
Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Temple. They still need this. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
3 points.
Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game. And it's Montreal's ball. Wade, the pass to McDaniel. 1:05 left in the final quarter. Here's Shireman. Just 5 on the clock. 4-3. Knocks down the long J.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Temple. And the 3 off target. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
The ball goes to Toronto.
Here's Toronto with the ball. 23 seconds left in the fourth. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
First team foul. At the line for the Raptors, Garrett Temple. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Wade. And so it's Montreal with the W. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst. Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Here we go.
On the court right now for Montreal. And it's Richardson in at the small forward position. Murray for three. Counted from distance.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Lou passes to Richardson. Here's Lou. Shot clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Here's McDaniel. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Here's Burke. Pass to Lou. Pulls up on the wing. That one's good. Nothing but net. Lou's got his first 2 points.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Well, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Sweet little floater.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. And the shot goes down.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Lou. Pass to Richardson. Lets it fly from 18. He squares up and sinks it.
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
And it's Montreal's ball. It's a three-point game. Here's Augman. The rebound by Filipowski. Wallace, left side. Pass to Quinones. Three-pointer off the mark. Right side, Richardson. And the shot's good.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Driving in. Birdsong. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Montreal leading by 3. Out left to the wing. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter here. And the bucket is good. McDaniel's got 4 points this quarter.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Wallace misses. And it's Montreal's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Lou. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, he attacked the block all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, "It's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now." Let's see if coach's message resonates, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouls.
And an intentional foul right there.
First team foul. At the line for Montreal, Tyronn Lue. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Murray, no good. And so here's Montreal. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Here's Lue. And so it's Montreal with the W. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Dan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Montreal. On the court right now for Montreal, McDaniel is out there with Burke. Then there's Lou. Then it's Richardson, and it's Augman in at the 2-guard. McDaniel fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
First personal foul.
And the fireworks begin.
At the line
Should
for
be an
Montreal.
amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Morrow. No one near him. It's rebounded by Montreal. Here's Lou. Back to Richardson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Here's Jackson. Feeds it to Morrow. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Here's Lou, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And the basket by Morrow.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Here's Augman. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer. Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Here's McDaniel. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Now, here's Burke. Here's Richardson. The pass to McDaniel. Banked in off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Here's Augman. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
Oh, come on. You cannot let that happen in this situation.
Outside Jackson. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the basket by Morrow.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
To the wing right side. Here's Lou. Passes it to Richardson. Takes a shot at the elbow. Again, Montreal scores.
Rising to the occasion. He found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look.
Now here's Jackson. The three from Morrow. Jason Richardson pulls it in. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Lou, guarded by Jackson. Pass to McDaniel. Richardson for three. Trains it from downtown.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Here's Lou. Pass to McDaniel. Here's Burke, defended by Carter. 16 feet away. It falls!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Nails the trade.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It's good!
And that bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Here's Morrow. From deep three-point land, the three won't fall. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for Montreal, Tyronn Lue. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
So we see Montreal get the win here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. We've got Jackson, and it's Cooper in at the 5. Pass to Jackson. And the layup is good.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Hollins. Shot clock at 5. Jones with the ball. And Thibault comes to help. Jackson for 3. Rebound Montreal. Here's Hollins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
For Montreal, Ryan Hollins. 2 shots.
And he drops it first. And so he hits both.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Inside. Here's Jackson. Can't get it to fall. Jackson's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Here's Hollins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hollins has got 4 points this quarter.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Tipped. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And the basket by Shireman.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
It's stolen by Thibault. The kick out to Johnson. Shot is up. Here's Perkins. Here's Shireman. Releases from the wing and drills it.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Jackson against Thibault.
2 minutes remaining.
Shot to stop the run. Jackson gets the bucket. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
To the right side. Fires the three. And the basket by Shireman.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And the dunk by Jackson.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Stolen by Jackson. All alone on the break. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, gets the ball on the way down. What a call that could turn out to be.
Here's Johnson. To the left wing. Here's Shireman. And he drains the quick shot. Shireman's got 9 points in the quarter.
And you can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a treat to watch because this has been his game tonight. He's shouldered all the offense and continues to lead the charge for his ball club. His scoring and ability to score in bunches is showing really no signs at all of letting up.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what coach is looking for.
Thanks for that, Allie. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Jackson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
At the line for two, Steven Jackson.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And so Jackson nails both of them.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And it's blocked. Launches a 3. Here's Hollins. Count it!
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
Cash.
Home team. The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans. There you go, fans. That was your dancers.
Here's Jackson. And a miss there off the inbound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shannon. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Montreal, A.J. Johnson. 2 shots.
So the first one drops. And that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Out to the right wing. Hollins passes to Thybulle. Launches it. No good on the shot. And so it's Montreal with the W. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. So long, everybody.
Hi, what's up?
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And here's Indiana now. On the court right now for Montreal. And it's Lou in at the point.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Lou's got his first 3 points of the game.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. It's tipped. Now here's Richardson. Pass to Burke. Out to the wing. Here's Moncrief. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Here's Daniels. Ranger passes to Daniels. The layup off target. Here's Moncrief. Fires the three, and Montreal hits again from deep.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Yeah, good luck stopping that. When PG is hitting the pull-up with his size and hops, you just got to tip your hat. Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like, in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Here's Moncrief. The finish! And he slams it in one-handed.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 11. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Lou's shot is good.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Lou for three. And Montreal hits again from deep.
Safe to say, the outcome is no longer in question.
Yeah, look, sometimes you just break your opponent's spirit, and I think this has been one of those times.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Here's Moncrief, and Montreal hits again from deep.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
The shot by Boussy, no good. And it's Montreal's ball. Over to the left wing. Here's Lou. And Montreal hits again from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
That shot is good by O'Neal. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
A nice shot by Moncrief.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Here's Lou. Here's Burke. And so it's Montreal with the W. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the Boston 5. And that one's good. Burke.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Rebound, Boston. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Off target from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McDaniel, the pass to Roy. Some nice passing by Montreal here. And another three for Montreal.
They trust Roy at the arc because he's pretty selective. He takes the shots he believes he can make.
Away team foul. Johnson, first personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Boston, no good that time either.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last three-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall. And just making shots here and playing well in the fourth quarter.
Now here's Tatum. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the head coach from the Celtics talked to his team during the break. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, you guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas. See if that fire gets lit, guys.
Thank you, David. Outside Roy. Here's McDaniel. That three off the mark. Here's Boston now. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Tatum. Can they get it? Tatum using his size inside.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Shoots the three. A new 14 for Montreal. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Brown. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And taken away by Roy. Here's McDaniel. Hits the three-point bomb. McDaniel's got the lead up to 12 now for Montreal. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Montreal.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. These guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
And here is Tatum. Brandon Roy getting his three to go. 1:12 left in the fourth. Lets the three fly. That shot is off. Coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Here's White. Can't hit that one. Roy with some nice D. Here's Nembhard. White covering. And here is Tatum. And Holiday throws it down.
How about Drew rising up, getting to the rim. Love the power on that dunk, too.
Nembhard, the pass to Roy. The tray. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Now here's Burke. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And another 3 for Montreal.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. Can't get it to fall. So we see Montreal get the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got Bogdan Bogdanovic, and it's McGlure in at center.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Here's McDaniel. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to go on Bogdan Bogdanovic.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
2 shots.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. So it's the home team now. It's a 1-point game. Bogdanovic against Johnson. Outside Jones. Pass to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovic with 1 on the clock, and that one is hammered home.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Pass to Jones. Here's McGlure. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Up top, Anderson. He's guarded by Nembhard, and finished off by Anderson.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Bogdanovic. And then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic. Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Now here's Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to McDaniel. Here's Roy from behind the arc. Drains the triple. Roy's got 9 points here in the second half.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
From the top of the key. Yes! He nails it!
Well, the poise of the young player Bogdanovic, that's huge.
The 3. Fires in the triple.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Montreal.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
He hits the first one, and that ties this game up.
Bogdanovich does those things that go underappreciated on the stat sheet, but much appreciated by the coaching staff. Such a valuable player.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Here's Roy. And Montreal hits again from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Just a dominant force for them on the offensive end tonight. I mean, stepping up big when his team needed, being able to gather a big share of their points. It's safe to say this game would have been a rough one for them without him in the mix.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Johnson. Lets it go. Roy can't get it to go.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Nembhard. The three ball. And connect from downtown.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Anderson. Count it. And so here's Montreal. To the wing, right side. Here's Roy. And buries it from deep.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Money. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings them within one.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together. Well, important there to have the three-point lead because only a three can tie it up now.
Guys, your thoughts?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick two and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
So it's the home team now. They trail by 3. Releases. Bogdanovich, no good. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Shooting for Montreal, Xavier McDaniel, taking 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Over to the wing. Here's King. And it's all from three-point range. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
First personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for Montreal, Brandon Roy, taking 2 shots.
good on the first, and that puts him up 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so it's Montreal with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know...
what is up?
Tip-off goes to Montreal. It's Miles on the wing. Here's E. It's hauled in by Minneapolis.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to Thibault. Minneapolis moving it around. Here's Shireman from past the arc. And it's Miles with the rebound. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's out of bounds to Montreal. They'll retain possession.
Remains Montreal ball.
Here's Green. Out of bounds. Minneapolis takes possession.
Ball goes to Minneapolis.
Here's Black. Inside. Shireman. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Pass to Aguirre. Shot clock at 5. Ripped away. And pushing it up. Here's Minneapolis. Now here's Hollins. Misses the baby hook. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
Personal foul. First team.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At the line for one. Tyron Luke. Substitution for Minneapolis. Tim Thomas. LeBron James. Michael Jordan. A.J. Johnson.
Here's Lou. To the paint. A nice shot by Yee.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Hollins. No good. Shot missing.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Second team foul.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Here's E. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now Montreal moving it up. And it's Miles with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Over to the left wing. Buries the long-range jumper. Blues got the lead up to 9 now for Montreal. To end the run. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does great.
Minneapolis foul. Anthony Bryce. Second personal foul. Third team foul. In from
Here's
Minneapolis.
Aguirre.
Ryan Hollins.
It's hauled in by Minneapolis. 1:06 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Hollins. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for Minneapolis.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Montreal leading by 6. Pass to Miles. It's good. Miles has got his second basket.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Shireman can hit.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And yes, it's good. He's got 6 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
6 on the shot clock. Black. Pass to Shireman. And he hits the jumper for 2. He has 6.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Now Miles. Here's Lou. Open jump shot off the mark.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy.
And so that's the end of the first half.
Montreal 15, Minneapolis 7.
And here's Minneapolis now. 8-point game. Green left side.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Humphries.
Baylor Shireman.
Here's Lou. Now here's Aguirre.
Aguirre with the shot.
Now Humphries. Minneapolis moving it around. Pass to Shireman.
Baylor Shireman. For 3.
And here's Montreal. Here's Lou. Now Miles. Defended by Thibault. Here's Lou.
Lou with the basket.
Down low. Out to the wing. Pass to E. Here's Shireman. It's Black in the corner. To the middle. And so Green will bring it up for Montreal. Six to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game's too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Now E. Aguirre with it. A steal. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It will be a re-jump.
tip-off goes to Montreal. Black in the post.
Anthony Black. The assist, Ryan Hollins.
Here's Lou. Swiped away to the inside.
Montreal foul call. Tyronn Lue. First personal foul.
He misses the free throw.
Shooting from Minneapolis.
Good on the second free throw.
You know, he didn't get them all, but they'll be able to breathe just a bit easier with the 2-possession lead.
Here's Lou. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Ryan Hollins.
Here's Lou. Outside, Aguirre. Taken away. Stolen by Miles.
Minneapolis foul. Chris Humphries. First personal foul. First team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for Montreal, Yi Jianlian. 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Second personal
easy
foul.
call.
Second
And the first
foul.
one at the line is good.
At the line for Minneapolis.
Both good from the line that time.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Outside, Aguirre. And here's Minneapolis now. Pass to Hollins. Here's Black.
Anthony Black. 3.
Here's Lou. And here's Miles. Now, here is Aguirre. Covered by Humphries. Back to Miles. Pass to Black. Eibel with the ball. Defended by Miles. And here's Montreal.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
E with the steal. And here now is Thybulle. Now here's Miles.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
That's good from Lou.
Montreal. Tyronn Lue. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Black. Pass to Thybulle.
Matisse Thybulle.
Here's Lou. Here is Aguirre. Covered by Humphries. Some nice passing by Montreal here. Just 5 on the clock.
Foul call. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Lou. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Shireman. Out of bounds. Montreal takes possession. Here's Lou. Pass to Aguirre. And here's Hollins.
Ryan Hollins.
Here's Lou. Outside Aguirre. Here's Shireman. Out to the right wing. Pass to Thibault. Here's Shireman. To the wing on the left.
Anthony Black.
Here's Lou. It's blocked. Pass to Humphries. Out left to the wing.
Anthony Black. Assist from Chris Humphries.
Here's Lou. Now here's Miles. There's the drive. Now Hollins. Here's Shireman. Out of bounds. Montreal takes possession.
Montreal ball.
Here's Lou. Stolen away. And pushing it up. Here's Minneapolis.
Anthony Black.
So Minneapolis wins it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And we'll see you next time.